What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. And this video, we're going to go over the $545 profit from my Topstep XFA here above. And it's actually my first time being funded in quite a while. It's been difficult for me to get funded trading this market. So just being fully transparent there. But we had a good Friday today, only trading two lots. Just going to go over the trades that I took, what I was looking at, and see if we can compare notes together. But this morning, there was a bit, these trades were taken on the NASDAQ as well, by the way. So here's the open. And you can see that immediately we had a very choppy start to the day. And as we go to trading view, we'll see that the London session swept the Asia high and we pushed lower. So generally, I was anticipating somewhat of a push up to retest these highs up here, the London highs at least, which did happen, but it didn't happen as soon as I thought it was going to, hence the choppy part of the market. So you'll notice that right in here we had this chop. Same thing was on the RSI. And as we look at the 5 minute here for the cumulative delta, I like to watch the volume delta grid here. And it was choppy. The delta was all over the place. This move here with 317, then 43, then 505. So what was somewhat of a confluence to me was that we had this push down with negative 505 delta, but the candle barely moved. And then our next green candle, our next green 5 minute candle opened up right at the close of that candle. Didn't even push down, it just immediately went up. So I was looking to the upside to retest those Asia and London highs like I had mentioned earlier. And I only traded two lots, but I had to be patient through this section here because what I noticed was as we were chopping on the NASDAQ, the the S&P 500 futures chopped a little, but then made its move first. So as ES was increasing or going up, NASDAQ was remaining sideways. And this is where I was thinking, okay, where's the true divergence here? Which one do we need to look at? Because as of late, the ES has been the stronger, or historically, the ES has been the stronger index as opposed to NASDAQ. So as this was pushing up here, I was watching, and then I'll just turn on my entries and my exits here. So just show all, and then I'll turn off the VWAP here. Okay, so you'll notice we had my first buy here, second buy. So I'm scalping on the way up. And this has been very, very tricky for me to make sure that I'm getting the trend right because of the way these wicks have been acting on NQ. You can see how you can get tripped up pretty easy. I mean, just look at the wicks of these candles just within the 5 minute from here to here and then here to here. I mean, no matter where you placed your stop, you were getting stopped out, triggered, whatever the case was. So it was a little bit of a tricky. I wanted to keep my hold times very short just to build the buffer on this account because it's my first day trading this account. So we were looking up to the upside here, and then I took the four trades, 140, 180, $100, and then 160. So scalped the way up. This hammer signal right here was my trigger to start trading to the downside. Traded this, waited for this to come through. We had the base and then the red candle followed by a bigger sweep. I should have held this one a little bit further. This was a very quick and flicky candle. So once I hit exit, I thought I was down here, but it must have closed up here, whatever the case was. But those were the trades there. But the money trade was on this reversal or this way down. And I mean, even if you look at this right here, this goes to show you that this was the trade to take because you'll notice the RSI made lower high here and then a lower high here too. And that's how you knew we were going to start to head to the downside. Every single green candle was just a lower high on the relative strength, showing you that this was pretty weak. And then we've just been kind of floating down here now sideways through the afternoon. But I'm done trading today. I wish I waited until this, but I did have a client appointment that I couldn't stick through. But that's where we are for today on my trades, $545. So I'll take that. Then Monday is a holiday. So looking forward to having some time there just to get the mind right and keep working on some technical analysis as we go into next week. One thing I've been watching have been the anchored VWAPs. So let me just go to a higher time frame. This is the monthly anchored VWAP. This is the weekly anchored VWAP. So we're hanging out, curious to see if we retest this because we have some room to the downside here to rebalance before we head back up to 22,000 to the highs. So Guys, that's all for today's video. I appreciate you hanging out for this trade recap. Any questions or comments, please shoot me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.